Amen. Hallelujah. Good morning po sa lahat. Bago po tayo mag-start, pwede po ba sa tatlong tao sabihin ng mga kapatid dahil nandito ka, you are blessed today. Amen. You are blessed, you are blessed, you are blessed, you are blessed. We are declaring po today na this year is going to be an amazing year na binigay ni Lord. I declare po na itong year na to, mararanasan po natin na maging po tayong fruitful sa lahat po ng ating gawain. I am declaring na 2017 would be the year kung saan yung mga inaasam-asam po natin na dreams, yung inaasam-asam po natin na desire sa ating heart, magtutupad sa atin in the name of Jesus. Amen. We claim it. Sabi po sa Bible, yes and amen. I declare 2017 is gonna be a powerful year to each and every one of us. Kung sinusubaybayan niyo po si Pastor Prince po meron po siyang inire-release na message po every year na kung ano daw po yung nililid sa ni Lord for every year. And if you would notice po, the year 2017 na binigay po sa kanila Lord, ito daw po yung year ng Jubilee. Alright? Yung po Jubilee, yung merong chicken joy, alright? Ito daw po yung year ng Jubilee. The year ng Jubilee, kapag pinag-aralan po natin mamaya po, babanggitin ko po siya ng pahapyaw. Pero po yung year ng Jubilee is the year daw po na lahat daw po ng utang na nakaka-cancel. Totoo po yun, may meron pong provision sa Israelite law na kapag umabot ng year ng Jubilee, it's 50th year. So every 50th year, kapag may utang ka na umabot ng 50 years, pagdating ng 50th year, tanggal. Lahat daw po ng pinagkakautangan, kaya po lahat po ng mga pinagkakautangan pag year 49, nagmamadali ng maningil. Kasi pagdating po ng year 50, Jubilee year, they have no choice po kundi pakawalan lahat ng utang. Lahat daw po ng mga binenta ninyo para isinanla, pagdating daw po ng year Jubilee, babalik sa iyo. Lahat daw po ng nawala mo, kailangan, kapag hindi po nila ginawa, punishment of death. So, sabi ko nga, Lord, it's so amazing. Kaya po nung si Jesus, ito lang po yung maganda, the year po ng Jubilee is so amazing. Pero alam niyo po ba na in all history ng Israelite, hindi po nila na-fulfill yun. Parang pagdating po ng year 25, balik uli sila sa, tawag ito, mag-rebelde sila before the Lord, mag-rebelde lang before the Lord, makakamar sila ng ibang nasyon, tapos pag bumalik loob sila kay Lord, year 1 ulit. So, tapos pagdating ng year 35, pagdating ng year 35, magkakaroon ulit sila ng rebellion, pagdating ng rebellion, magkakasira-sira na naman sila. Tapos pagbalik loob nila kay Lord, year 1, hindi sila kahit kailanman umabot sa year 50. Pero to God be the glory daw, when Jesus was here on earth, nung 30th year niya, in-invite daw po sa temple. Pag in-invite sa temple, binasa niya yung passage sa Isaiah na sinabi, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me because He has anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captive and recovery of sight to the blind, and to preach the acceptable year of the Lord." Pag pinag-aralan niyo po yung word na acceptable doon, it means dektos, it means po sa original Hebrew word, to preach the Jubilee year of the Lord. Nung si Jesus po, nagpasa nun, sinabi niya, the first time na na-establish ng Israel yung year ng Jubilee was the time si Jesus nag-release sa ministry. And right na po mga kapatid, I have good news for you. You are under the year ng Jubilee. Amen. Pwede mo kausapin yung utang mo ngayon. Utang, wala ka ng choice ngayon. Alright? Pero meron lang po akong request. Ang request ko lang po, wag po ka rin, meron kang pinagkakautangan. Alright? Huwag po siyang i-approach. Kapatid, year ng Jubilee na ngayon. What I mean is this, kung sakali may utang ka pa rin, the promise of the Lord, because this year is the year ng Jubilee, God will move through you, for you, in you, and the Lord will move people para yung utang mo mabayaran. Hindi po tayo magiging irresponsible na hindi pabayaran yung utang, but what the Lord is saying is this, because this is the year of Jubilee. Sabi nga po sa Bible is this, pag tinignan mo yung Tektos year of the Lord, at ibig sabihin on the year wherein the free favors of the Lord is freely abounding. So, ibig sabihin na the Lord will move people, the Lord will move circumstances, the Lord will move your business, na instead na kumita ka ng isang beses lang, magkakaroon ng something ngayong taon na to, na pag nag-business ka, sometimes parang 3 times yung kita. Because it's the year ng Jubilee ni Lord. The Lord is saying right now, i-expect mo yun. You are under death. Ano ba po yung kasama sa Jubilee? The kasama po sa Jubilee is this. Sabi dito, kung ikaw ay broken-hearted, this year is the year na you are healed from broken-heartedness. Sa mga Caleb po dyan, ang nangungusap po si Lord sa inyo today, that the Lord is saying, this is the year! Napatatag ka na, hindi ka naiiyak na wala ka pang partner. Magkaroon ka mo ng partner o wala, ngayong year na to, yung heart mo is already healed from every regret. Ay alam nga po yung sinabi nila, ang pinaka-painful na po na sugat is sugat sa puso. Kasi yung sugat sa katawan, pwede po siyang mag-heal, madaling mag-heal. Pero yung sugat sa puso, mahirap eh. Walang band-aid na pwedeng ilagay, walang anything para pwede siyang maging pampalubag. Pero sabi ng Bible is this year, the Lord will move in you, through you powerfully. That heart that once was broken, the heart that once was crushed, the Lord will fix. Kaya nga gusto ko yung sabi ni Con kanina na magkakaroon ng hope. Yung pusong bato na yan, na naduro. Nasabing, no, once upon a time, nagsabi, hindi na ako aasa. Hindi na ako kahit kailanman titingin sa maganda. The Lord will do something this year, mightily, na i-fix niya yung heart na yan. That this heart will be an expectant heart once again. A heart that is positive in lahat na titingnan niya. A heart that is good and soft and wonderful. Maliwanag? Isa pa pong part ng Jubilee, sabi, He would preach the gospel to the poor. Ano po ba ang gospel sa mahihirap? Ano po ba ang good news sa mahihirap? Na ikaw hindi magkakasakit? No, the good news po sa mahihirap is that mararanasan mo na ikaw ngayon ay umasenso, mag-flourish this year. Pwede mo sabihin natin mo this year. Amen? Hallelujah! So, I pray po na magkaroon po tayo ng opportunity para po mapag-aralan natin itong Jubilee year ni Lord ngayon. Kaya sabi ko nga, Lord, maraming salamat because we are really expectant of the things that will come sa atin today. Amen. So, are you ready po for today? Amen. So, diretso po tayo. Let's jump right into the Word. I have something po from the Lord na gusto ko pong i-release po to us today. I pray na madami po sa atin, maliwanagan, ma-comfort. Sabi nga po ni Lord na yun daw pong word niya is life to your flesh. Alright? Sabi po dito, kapag ikaw daw ay nangihina, run to the Word that you will experience strength na hindi mo inaasahan. Pag ikaw ay pagod na pagod, the Bible declares to run to His Word of grace, and you will experience great things to happen sa buhay mo. Alright? So let's jump right into the Word. John chapter 15 is a famous verse, a famous passage na madami po sa atin narinig na ito, even po sa discipleship. Medyo po yung ating church naglaylo sa discipleship, pero I am hearing po si Pastor na ibabalik niya yung discipleship. At kapag bumalik po yung discipleship, kung meron man po talagang isang core na iniikutan ng discipleship, walang iba kundi yung John chapter 15. So sabi po ito is this, John 15 verse 1, it is Jesus is speaking. Sabi, I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Verse 2, every branch in me that does not bear fruit, He takes away. And every branch that bears fruit, He prunes, that it may bear more fruit. Sabi daw po sa Bible, sa unang basa mo dyan, tayo daw po ay, si Jesus daw po ay vine, tayo daw po ay branches. Lahat daw po ng branches na hindi daw namumunga, tatanggalin. Sabihin mo nga sa katabi mo, namunga ka pa this year? Meron ka na bang fruit? Kaya ako sabi ko sa iyo, ito po yung discipleship namin dati. I still remember po si Ate Cora nagtuturo yung mga dating fruits. One fruit is meron ka na bang na-witness? Na ang isa pong fruit is yung resulta. Na sabi ko dito, very clear. Ako po tumatayo sa inyo ngayon. Sa inyong harapan. I would like to say sa inyo, pag hindi ka na mga nakanggaling. Gusto ko lang po sabihin kung ano po yung binabasa na dito, pero mamaya po I just would like to explain it. So, sabi daw po dito, every branch in me that does not bear fruit, ano daw po? He takes away. And every branch that bears fruit. At kung ikaw naman ay namumunga, the Lord will prune you. Alright? Kapatid, yung mga napagdadaanan mo ng mga challenges sa buhay mo, pruning ni Lord yan. Kasi ikaw ay namumunga na. Para ikaw ay lalo pang mamunga. Para alam niyo po kung ako po yung nakakarinig ito, ayoko nang mamunga, masakit eh. Kaya lang wala ka naman ito, is pag hindi ka naman namunga, sabi sa Bible, tatanggalin ka na. So, we're going to explain today, ano po yung ibig sabihin ni Lord dito, that it may bear more fruit. Verse 3, you are already clean because of the word which I have spoken to you. Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. Alam niyo po, gusto ko sana tumambay dito sa verse na yan. Mamaya po tatambayan po talaga natin yan. Pero, alam niyo, even kahit ngayon pa na po, gusto ko na pong tumambay. Ang sabi ko sa verse is this, hindi mo daw kayang mamunga ng walang tulong ni Jesus. Amen. Sabi dito, abide in me, and I in you, ikaw na branch, cannot, can you repeat after me? Cannot. But bear fruit by yourself. The Bible is very clear. Hindi mo kayang mamunga ng ikaw lang mag-isa. Sabi, unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. Verse 5, I am the vine, you are the branches. Pwede ba? Sabi mo yung katabi mo ngayon, you are the branches. Hallelujah. You are the branches. He who abides in me, and I in him, bears much fruit. Pansinin niyo po kanina, sabi kanina, kapag wala na pong prutas, no fruit, tatanggalin. Kapag ikaw may fruit, the Lord will prune you para ikaw ay mag-bear more fruit. Pero ngayon na ikaw ay may more fruit, when you abide more kay Lord, you bear much fruit. Alright, so meron po palang stand sa Bible, meron ay sa buhay ko ng isang mananampalataya na merong mga mananampalatayang walang bunga, may mananampalatayang may bunga, may mananampalatayang madaming bunga, may mananampalatayang napakaraming bunga. Ulitin ko po, hindi naman po para mamandem. Sabi daw po na may mga mananampalatayang walang bunga, may mananampalatayang may bunga, may mananampalatayang maraming bunga, may mananampalatayang napakaraming bunga. Ano rin po, ngayon pala po gusto ko lang po sana i-guide tayo. If you are thinking na, Pastor T, para ito mangyari, ako ay kailangan may mga madaming gawin, madaming ministry before the Lord. No? The key was already said, sinabi na po yung key. The more you experience to abide in the vine, that is the time you bear much fruit. It has nothing to do with you, nothing to do sa mga kaya mong gawin, nothing to do sa ministry mo. Kapag naranasan mo sa buhay mo, na in many areas ng life mo, naka-abide kay Jesus, that is the time you bear much fruit. Please don't get me wrong, na pag ikaw madaming ginagawa sa buhay mo, madaming ginagawa sa church, that's the time much fruit. No. Ang sabi ng Bible is this, when you experience in your life, in every area ng life mo, in your marriage, in your career, in your family life, na yung mga areas na yan ng life mo naka-abide sa vine, that's the time you bear much fruit. It has nothing to do with you, it has everything to do with Jesus. Maliwanag po ba tayo? So, sino po, Kuya Tim, yung mga Pastor Tim, yung mga mamumunga, yung mga magaling kumapit kay Jesus? Allow it. Alright? Hindi po, huwag niyo pong i-judge yung mga taong namumunga, madaming bunga, sa dami na kanilang ginagawa. Pero po ngayon, itong mundong ito, we associate success sa business. Pag busy ako, successful ako. Huwag mo akong galawin, busy ako. Alright? Ano po yung mga anak? Meron yung mga anak na uutusan ng nanay, pag-utusan ng nanay, anak, bilang mo naman ako ng ganito, Mami, I'm busy. Alright? Parang ipinarating natin because of our busyness, sa dami ng ginagawa natin, maybe you are successful. Kasi one part po ng fruit is to be a success. Nothing is further from the truth na sinasabi ng Bible. Your success is not sa dami ng ginagawa mo. Your success, your fruitfulness lies gaano ka ba nakakapit kay Jesus. Maliwanag po ba tayo? There can be a person here na sobrang sarap na sarap pag kumilos ang bagal-bagal. Pag kumilos, pag akita mo siya parang, ano yan, ito po, ano yung Ate Ria. Pagsinin niyo po si Ate Ria, yung ating, by the way, lang po ba yung nag-re-record po sa atin si Ate Ria? Pagsinin niyo pa lang po si Ate Ria, parang gusto ko nang matulog. Alam niyo, you know what, one thing I love po kay Ate Ria, parang, alam ko po na nararattle yan si Ate Ria, alam ko na meron pong mga moments na nai-stress siya. Pero kung meron pong characteristic ng buhay si Ate Ria, parang pag tinignan mo yung isang tao, parang ang bilis ng ikot ng mundo. Pagdating kay Ate Ria, ang bagal ng ikot ng mundo. Alam mo yun, parang pag binili mo pala sa Ate Ria, hihinga ka na eh. At bagay na partner ni Kuya Tani kasi si Kuya Tani, sa dami na pinagagawa sa kanya, sa dami na demands kay Kuya Tani, kailangan niya talaga ng higaan. Alright? Pero alam niyo po yun, yung aura ni Ate Ria, I know it's the Holy Spirit. Kaya nga po may parang ko sabihin ka na po sa atin, the greatest testimony that a believer can have, na hindi mo na kailangan magsalita na I am a believer, is your restfulness. Para saan pa na sinasabi mo, Jesus is your everything. Pero pag dinan ka ng tao, pero your greatest testimony, your greatest proof that Jesus made a difference in your life is when people look at you, they feel rested. Parang kakaiba kang gumalaw, kapatid. Parang, eto ako ngayon, parang laging nagmamadali. Pero pagdating sa'yo, parang, oo nga, ba't bakit nagmamadali? You know what, that's one of our greatest testimony. Our restfulness is our greatest testimony before the Lord. So, balikan ko po yung kay Ate Ria, na pag pinansin yung Ate Ria, hindi ko nga po naririnig yung word na busy sa kanya. Pero for all you know, yung stance na yan ni Ate Ria is the most fruitful sa mga tao na busy-busyhan. Akala po kasi natin, sa sobrang dami mong ginagawa, then you are fruitful. No, the Bible declares here, when you abide in me and I in you, you bear much fruit. But please don't get me wrong. The more you abide in Jesus, madami kang magagawa. Pero what I'm saying is this, don't associate yung dami mo nang ginagawa sa fruitfulness mo. Our fruitfulness depends on Jesus. Maliwanag ba tayo mga kapatid? Are we clear? Sabi nito, I am the vine, you are the branches, you abide in me, and I in Him bear much fruit. For without me, you can do nothing. Actually, tapos na po tayo sa verse 5, pero pwede mong basahin naman natin yung verse 6 kasi meron pong revelation dito. Sabi, if anyone does not abide in me, kung meron daw pong hindi nag-a-abide kay Lord, he is cast out as a branch, at ano daw po nangyayari sa kanya? Nanunuyo. Ano po, totoo po ito mga kapatid. Dahil po yung mga umaalis kay Lord, kung meron ka mang unang-unang kaya makita sa kanya, parang siyang tuyo. O, tikman mo maalat. I'm sorry po. No, it's true. Sabi sa Bible is this, if anyone does not abide in me, the number one result, parang tuyo, para siyang haggard, para siyang, pasinin niyo po sabi ko kayo na, restfulness. Pero the opposite naman is this, that hindi ka nag-a-abide kay Lord. Sabi dito, you are withered. I mean, yung tuyo, parang walang glow, walang, tawag ito, parang pagtingin mo pa lang, kapatid, ang heavy ng eyeliner mo. Ay, bag lang yan, magkapasyadong mga... Sabi ko, the face was very down. Sabi, it's withered. Nagkaroon po kami ng revelation dito. Sabi nito is this, if anyone does not abide in me, he is cast out as a branch and is withered, and they gather them. Ang mga tuyo daw nagsasama-sama. Mahilig na po mag-meeting yan, yung mga tuyo. Tapos pag nag-meeting yan, ay, nakuha na ng problema natin ngayon, wala na nangyari sa buhay ko, nag-gather together. Alright? So, yung daw po mga tuyo, they gather them together, and they throw them into the fire, and they are burned. Alright? Now, please don't get me wrong. Ito po, mga believers na to na hindi na po nag-abide kayo, hindi po siya pinato sa lake of fire. Sabihin nung burn dito, pag pinag-aralan nyo, yung pag sinasabi po kasi ng Bible, i-describe ang mundo, it's in fire. Parang it is in tribulation. Na because they are withered, they are far from the source, from the vine, they find out, hindi nila makanta yung kanta ng mga believers na dumaan man ako sa tubig, di ako malulunod. Dumaan man ako sa apoy, tsanga nga, natutupo. Alright? You know, believers who are abiding in the Lord, even when fire comes sa buhay mo, even when fire comes, trial comes sa buhay mo, sabi nga po ng Bible is this, you are not burned. Not even a single hair may amoy ng challenge. Pero believers daw na nag-detach kay Lord, believers daw na nag-detach sa vine, he who does not abide in the vine, they wither and they are burned by the challenges. They are burned by the trials. They are burned by the persecutions. Maliwanag ba tayo mga kapatid? So today, allow me po to discuss po sa atin the vine, who is our Jesus, at tayo daw na branch. Amen. So balik po tayo sa verse 1. Sabi po rito is this, I am the true vine, and my Father is ano daw po? The vine dresser. Now, sabi po rito ni Lord, kinompare na po ni Lord yung tayo mga believers sa vine. Ang dami namang plants na pwedeng i-compare, pero kinompare daw po tayo ni Lord sa vine. Anak, meron kaming pin-repair na picture po ng vine para magkaroon po tayo ng konting understanding. I don't know if you could see, ito po ang itsura ng vine. It's far po dun sa typical tree na iniisip natin. A tree na may roots. Tapos pagdating ng roots, may malaking trunk. Tapos pag malaking trunk, meron siya mga sanga. Tapos pag may mga sanga siya, meron siya mga leaves. Tapos hanggang sa meron siya mga fruits. Now, the vine is very different. The vine, kasi po, the vine plant na dinescribe sa atin ng Bible, hindi daw po tayo Nara tree. Hindi daw po tayo acacia tree. Hindi daw po tayo kahit anumang tree, we are the vine. At sabi ni Lord is this, I am the vine. The vine po kasi, para siyang aswan. Hindi mo na kayang i-distinguish asan yung trunk, nasan yung sanga, nasan yung root. It is one flowing tree. Alright? So, ito po yung, pero po yung pinaka-main na makapal is the vine. At yung po mga nag-stem out sa kanya, they are called the branches. So sabi po ng Bible is this, sabi ni Jesus, balik po tayo sa John chapter 15 verse 1, sabi po niya is this, I am the true vine. Pwede po ba sabihin natin, Jesus is the true vine.
Jesus is the true vine.
Now, vine po mga kapatid speaks of source. When the Bible declares, when Jesus declared, I am the true vine, the Lord was saying, Jesus is your source of everything. Kung paano yung vine kanina, balik tayo ulit sa picture ng vine. Kung paano yung vine kanina is the one that is responsible na kumuha ng nutrients from the soil. The vine is the one responsible para kumuha ng water from the soil. At yung vine, yung responsible para i-distribute sa lahat ng branches na nakadikit sa kanya. The Lord is saying, by the illustration ng vine, na sabi niya is this, anak, I want you to know na I am the true vine, meaning I am the source ng lahat-lahat sa buhay mo. When the Lord declared, I am your true vine, sasabi niya is this, if you want and if you need to bear fruit, hindi mo kailangan trabahuhin to bear fruit because it is my responsibility to bring to you the nutrients that you need para ikaw ay mag-bear ng fruit. Kapag ikaw ay nanunuyo, it's no longer your job para gawin mo yung sarili mong fresh. It is the job ng vine, dalhin sa'yo kung ano yung kulang. Kung sakaling meron po ito sa mga branches na to na sagapa sa nutrients, at alam niyo ba yung parang tulad po ng pinsan ko, may pinsan ko ako, may kapatid siyang twins. Tapos yung anak po siya ng twins. Tapos yung anak ng twins, yung isa malaki, isang maliit. Alam mo yun, yung twins sila, sabay po sila pinanganak. Pero yung isa po malaki, yung isang maliit. Tapos nagkakaroon po kami ng asaran. Siguro yung isang twin, grabe, sumupsup ng lahat ng nutrients dun sa nanay. So nawawalan yung... Kasi kita niyo po talaga, tingnan niyo po yung twins, yung isa talaga ang laki, ang pangkad. Tapos yung isa naman medyo patpatin, medyo payat. Now, kapag sinabi ni Lord na I am the vine, kung sakaling mayroong believer na sobra yung sup-sup kay Lord, alright? Tapos yung isang believer na nunuyo because of that, it is the job and responsibility ng vine para i-release yung nutrients na kailangan ng isa na nawawalan. You know what does it say? Kapag wala may isang tao na binless dito sa church po natin, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin, Lord, naagawan ako ng blessing niya. No, the vine that is working doon sa tao na binless na yun is also working in you. At sabi ng vine is this, ganun ba? May lacking ba sa buhay mo kaya hindi na-produce yung result na yan? It is the responsibility ng vine, i-release sa'yo lahat ng kailangan mo. At ang kailangan po ng branch, mamaya pag-uusapan natin ano lang yung part ng branch. Pero it is the vine's responsibility. Maliwanag po ba tayo mga kapatid? When the Bible declares, when Jesus declared na He is the vine, the Lord is also declaring, in essence, Jesus is declaring, I am lahat-lahat that you, I love yung tinatapo natin, Christ is enough for me, Christ is enough for me. Ano po yung sunod na line? Everything I need is in you. When the Bible declares, I am your vine, the Bible is declaring like this, lahat ng kailangan mo, kasi lahat. Kulang po yung oras para sabihin ko lahat-lahat. Kasi po, ang akala po natin si Jesus pang spiritual lang. Kung ikaw ay salesman, kailangan mo ng pabor, kailangan mo ng X factor, kailangan mo ng charm. Sabi ng Bible is this, your vine can provide it for you. Hindi mo kailangang maghanap, magbago ng anyo, magtawag dito, if you only know na your vine is everything that you need. Pwede kong tumayo rin na si Kuya Con kanina, gayahin ako. Alright? Parang, yung normally kasi nangyayari ko sa madami ko, even kung kahit ako nagkaroon ko ng tendency na gano'n, na we tend na gayahin yung mga tao na nakita natin successful na. Pero you know what? The Bible is declaring you don't need to change, you don't need na gayahin sila because as you are, your vine is working on your behalf. Na kung sakaling itong isang tao na to nag-preach dahil yung kanyang personality sobrang explosive. Pero here is Kuya Con. Pansinin niyo naman si Kuya Con, ang personality ko niya is very timid, very silent, very solemn. Ano yun, Pastor Tim? Yun na lang aggressive at explosive yung i-bless? No! Even when Con stands here, he can be blessed and people will be blessed. People will also rejoice because his vine is working on his behalf. Amen. The same nutrients na binibigay ng vine sa tao na explosive yung personality, the vine will also release sa tao na timid. Kaya nga po, alam ko, I am so blessed. Pag nakita niyo po si Pastor Joel Austin, right? Si Pastor Joel Austin, kung magturo yan, it's like this. How are you? The Lord loves you. Alam niyo po yun, hindi siya tulad ng ibang mga pastor, ibang mga preacher na alam niyo po yun, yung parang, alam niyo yung assertive, na explosive, na talaga, tara na! Alam niyo po yun, this guy, si Pastor Joel Austin, pag pinansin niyo, parang hindi mo babas, parang lahat ng iniisip mo na karakteristik ng pastor, wala sa kanya. Hindi nga po nag-eye contact, man siya mag-eye contact, every time nagtuturo, nakapikit. But do you know what? Pastor Joel Austin has one of the highest, greatest, largest congregation on planet Earth. You know, ano po sinabi ni Lord doon? It's yung personality niya, the vine is working in him. You can only see that. Kaya yung madami magkasabi na ganito, kung makuha ko lang yung trabaho niya, kung magilan din ako abogado, siguro I would be fruitful. No, the Bible declares the same vine that is working sa attorney is the same vine working sa iyo kung ano yung trabaho mo. And it is the vine's responsibility to push to you everything na kailangan mo so that you may enjoy life. The Bible declares, I am the vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Now, hindi po kayo magtataka, hindi po ba kayo nagtataka? Bakit sinabi ni Lord, I am the true vine? Sabi ni Lord, kung sinabi ni Lord na I am the true vine, ibig sabihin may false vines. Kaya nga po may true. Ano po ba kapag ng true? Alright? Kami po natin nasagot namin, true or false, yung exam. Pag hindi mo alam kung true or false, nasagot mo false. Alright? Kapag may true vine, may sabihin may false vine. Ano po ba yung false vine? You know what? The Lord was speaking sa akin. Madami po sa atin parang ganito. Even yung mga, there will become people, even po tayo in us. Yung example like sa mga nagkatrabaho, yung boss mo na mag-a-appear, ipaparamdam sa'yo na kunwari siya yung vine. Sabihin, alam mo ba, ako lang naman na nagpapasweldo sa'yo dito, kailangan mo ako, kaya kailangan pagsilbihan mo ako. You know what? You can declare, you are not the true vine. You are a branch. At kung hindi ka believer, you're not even nothing. Right? Pero your true vine, the one that's giving you the source, the one that's giving you the money, the one that's giving you your livelihood, it's not your boss. Hindi siya true vine. The true vine is Jesus. Madami po sa atin pwedeng isipin natin our source of income, ang ating source ng livelihood is our career. No, that is not the true vine, that is a false vine. Your true vine is Jesus. Madami naman po, even pinapaikot natin yung mundo natin sa ating mga anak. Alam nyo, may mga ganitong mga salita na hindi ako malungkot for the longest time, pero maraming salamat dahil yung dumating ka sa buhay ko, pinaligaya mo ako, I have news for you. Yung anak mong yan na iniisip mo na kaligayahan mo, it will produce sa'yo happiness, pero yung anak mong yan is not the source of your happiness, he is not the true vine. Hallelujah. It's not the true vine. Your true vine is Jesus. Kaya nga po sana po, kaya sabi ko, lalo po natin manamnam. Kung meron dito mga depressed or malungkot, your source of happiness, Akala natin, hindi natin napag-iisipan to, pero ito po yung lumalabas. Minsan ang tingin natin, ang true vine, ang source natin, pagkain. Takbuhan kapag may problema at may dinadamdam, pagkain. Kung hindi mo pagkain, shopping, material things. But you know what? They're not true vines. Your true vine, the source of your everything, na dineclare dito ni Jesus is this: I am the true vine. In me, you will find true happiness. In me, you will find true success. In me, you will find true comfort. In me, you will find your true source. Ano ba sabi mo sa tabi mo? Your true vine is Jesus. Hallelujah! So pag sinabi mong vine, when the Lord Jesus said, I am the true vine, I am your source. Alam niyo po, kung pwede ko lang po sanang i-drill po sa atin how amazing it would be pag naging revelation sa iyo na si Jesus ang true vine mo. Kapag kawari ikaw ay nag-work at bigla nagkaroon ng takot. Kawari kinausap ka ng boss mo, sabihin sa'yo ng boss mo, simula ngayon, nagkakaroon kami ng, tanggalan. Alam niyo po, when you have the revelation that Jesus is your true vine, you would walk in this life fearless. Na kawari, pwede nakakatakot sa umpisa, pero kaya mong sabihin, Lord, thank you because itong aking trabaho na to na nagbigay sa akin ng sustento for the longest time. At ngayon, nangangamba na matanggal sa akin. Lord, maraming salamat, hindi yan ang sustento ko. My true vine is you. And then you face life. At kahit makawari nagkaroon ng tanggalan, kaya mong tumayo and you say, Lord, if you close this door, you love me so much, you're going to open because my vine is working for me. Kasi po, madami po sa atin naiipit sa trabaho, naiipit sa ganito kasi you think they are the vine. Kapag wala nagkakaroon na ng threat dito sa trabaho na to, hindi ka na makahinga. Mamamatay na yata ako. Please, Pastor, you pray for me. Huwag matanggal itong trabaho na to. Huwag akong iwan itong samon na to. You know what? They are not your true vine. Your true vine is Jesus. Kung katabi mo yung asawa mo ngayon, pwede ba tingnan mo, hindi daw ikaw ang true vine ko? I love it. Amen. I enjoy my wife. I love my wife. I love my kids. Pero you know po, it's a healthy revelation when you see that they're not the vine. Kung sa nag-away man kayo, hindi mo feeling magugulo ng mundo because you know your vine is not human people. Your vine is Jesus. You are stable. You never move. Alright, so I am the true vine, and at hindi lang daw yun. Hindi lang daw si Jesus ang true vine, yung daw kung Father natin is the vine dresser. You know po, hindi po tayo mag-focus masyado dito, pero I would like to declare, when the Bible declares that our Father is our vine dresser, kung sakaling ikaw daw ay nalagay sa isang lugar na walang fertilizer, sino po ang may trabaho magbigay ng nutrients? The branch or the vine dresser? Kapag ikaw ay nailagay sa isip mo, Pastor Tim, kasi napasok ako sa ganitong sitwasyon, hindi ko naman pinili ito, sana iba na lang yung aking parents, sana iba na lang yung aking background. You know what? It's not your problem. The Bible declares your vine dresser, kung sakaling nailagay ka man sa isang lugar na hindi beneficial sa iyo, your vine dresser is working for you. Your vine dresser will pour in the fertilizer na kailangan. The vine dresser, kung sakaling yung napapaligiran mo tuyo, it is not your job na magi siyang moist. Your vine dresser will pour the water na kailangan mo because it's not your job. You have the true vine and you have the vine dresser. The Bible is declaring, anak, do you know that because I love you so much, I have provided for everything that you need. I am the true vine. Now, listen po natin. If the Lord Jesus is our true vine, and we have the Father, the vine dresser. Alam niyo po, isa pong gawain ng vine dresser. Balik po tayo dito sa, papasadahan ko lang po na saglit sa verse 2. Alam niyo po yung verse 2 po, medyo malungkot yung pagkakatranslate na itong verse na to. Sabi dito, lahat daw ng branch na hindi daw namumunga, He takes away. Pag pinag-aralan niyo po yung original Greek word ng takes away dyan, hindi po ibig sabihin takes away na tinatanggal. The Greek word po there is airo. At kapag pinag-aralan niyo po yung process ng vine cultivation, yung vineyard, yung na pong vine kasi, siya po ay aerial plant. Pwede ba? Can you repeat after me? Aerial plant. Ang ibig sabihin po ng aerial plant, nagta-thrive siya pag siya ay nakataas. Oh people, please hear me. Kaya tayo po daw ay nagka-thrive every time na tayo ay nakataas. Kapag siya daw po ay lumapag sa lupa, ang vine daw po, pag lumapag sa lupa, doon daw siya natutuyo. Pag yun daw pong vine na punta daw po sa lupa, at yung pong lupa, yung apo, especially yung dust at yung ash, nalagay sa kanya, ang result daw po dun sa vine na tutuyo. Kaya po, please don't operate in this world according sa mundo. Doon kang matutuyo. So, ang sabi daw po, the vine dresser's move, action is this. Kapag may nakita daw po siya na vine, na tuyo, hindi daw po niya tinataga at tinitake away. According sa Bible, ay raw. Ang ginagawa daw po, nililift up daw po ng vine dresser, inilalagay sa isang tool. Ang pangalan po ng tool na yun ay trellis. May picture po kami dito. Yung po trellis na to is yung parang picture po ng cross. Ang tawag po nito ay trellis. Yun daw po mga nalalaglag na mga branch na mga na vine, inaakyat sa trellis. At kapag naakyat na daw po sa trellis, babalik uli yung nutrients sa kanya. Alam niyo po ba na every time na napapaniwala tayo, you know kung ano ang attitude ni Lord towards us? It's never to condemn you, to kick you. His attitude towards you, your vine dresser, is to lift you up. Kasi niyo po pag kayo ay nawala ng matagal, at pagbalik niyo dito, at magpapaprophesy ka to any prophets na nandito, pwede niyo po sabihin, ano po ang message ni Lord sa akin? If they are moving in grace, you will never hear from the prophets these words. Ang tagal mo naman bumalik. You know kung ano po mangyayari? The prophets under the anointing of God, especially moving in grace, will tell you this. Alam bang mahal na mahal ka ni Lord? And sometimes, many times, nangyayari is this. Meron kang prayer request in your heart. Hindi mo na nga siya nire-request, but because your Father God, your vine dresser, is lifting you up. Even the things that you need for processes. So, yun po yung gawain ng vine dresser. So, balik tayo sa sinasabi natin kanina. Alright, so, verse 1, balikan po natin. Jesus is our true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Now, pagkasabi ko po sa inyo kanina, this is the, sino po ang responsible mag-produce ng supply? The vine. Sino ang responsible na tayo ay mamunga? Sino po ang responsible para tayo po sakali tayo ay tuyo, tayo ay maging maayos ulit? The question now is this, what's your part? If Jesus is the true vine, if the Lord is the vine dresser, the vine's part is to give everything that I need, to supply everything that I need. Kapag kailangan na magprutas, siya yung magbibigay. What's your part? Sabi mo sa tabi mo, what's your part? What's your part? Sa mga may ENF syndrome, what's your part? What's your part? The Bible is very clear. Sabi po sa verse 4 is this. Jump po tayo sa verse 4. Dito po tayo mag-pay ng attention today. Sabi is this, abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, unless it abides in the vine. Neither can you, unless you abide in me. Verse 5, I am the vine, you are the branches. He who abides in me, and I in him, bears much fruit, for without me you can do nothing. Now, what is your part? First is this. Nabasa niyo po ba doon sa binasa natin ngayon? Na kung si Jesus daw ay vine, ang ating daw pong Ama sa langit ang vine dresser. Sino daw po tayo? We are the branches. Now, what is your job and your part as a branch? To abide. To abide. Ano po ba ang ibig sabihin ng abide? Ang isa pong pwede kong sabihin is this, na sana, alam ko pong hindi mangyayari, pero para po magkaroon kayo ng understanding what does it mean to abide. Kung sabi na ako po ngayon nagturo, hindi pa naman po ito nangyayari, I pray hindi po ito mangyayari ever. Habang nagtuturo ako, sandali nagkaroon ako ng tawag ng kalikasan. Right? Parang hindi ko siya mapigil, siguro may nangyayari hindi maganda. Ito po ang sabihin ko, ngayon kung sakali kayo po ay nakikinig sa akin, kung sabihin ko sa kanyo, please, there's an emergency, please, I have to go to the bathroom, abide. Abide. So, alis ko ako. Alis ko doon. I'll do my thing. Kayo po dito, siguro inisip ano yung ginagawa ng pastor. Pagbalik dito, ng pastor, ito sabihin niya, thank you for abiding in. What does abide mean? To stay. To remain. To cling. Now, here's the thing. And ito po yung gusto kong sabihin ko sa atin today. Hallelujah. Sino yung vine? Jesus. Sino yung vine dresser? Father. Ano daw po tayo? The Bible is declaring this very, very clearly. The only part na meron po tayo today is to abide as a vine. The Bible is declaring as simple as this. Your part is to remain a branch. Huwag mong kahit kailanman kukunin yung parte ng vine. Ikaw ay branch. Kinreate ka ni Lord as a branch. It is never your duty to transform yourself into a vine. Huwag ka kahit kailan magpanggap na ikaw yung vine. Your duty, your job is to remain as a branch. Ano bang part ng branch? The part of the branch is just to simply remain dun sa vine and receive everything na ginagawa ng vine. It is never the duty ng branch na isipin saan kumukuha. For example, like yung branch, ito po yung vine, kumuha ng nutrients, sabihin ng branch, saan kaya kinuha ng vine yung nutrients? Kailangan kong malaman para kung sakali mang iwan ako ng vine, mabubuhay ako. Never inisip ng branch, saan kaya kinuha yung ano pag nagkaroon ng drought? Paano ba nagkaroon ng time wherein hindi na magkaroon ng time na wala siya? You know po, it's never your part to become the vine. The Bible declares, your only duty is to remain, stay as a branch.
Amen.
Especially when the going gets tough, your only job is to remain as a branch.
Amen.
The attitude po ng branch is this. The attitude of branch is, it's always relaxed. Pag parang ito po yung attitude of branch. Pag kailangan na po ng pag-season na ng pamumunga, ang attitude ng branch is this. Fine, where are the nutrients that I need para ako ay mamunga? Never na iniisip ng branch, minimeditate, paano ko gagawin, paano ko saan ako kukuha, kung kailangan ko para mamunga. No, the only attitude that is left sa branch is to expect, to trust, to remain cool, to remain at rest, and knowing that the vine will provide for everything that it needs.
Amen. Amen.
Ay, naku po.
Amen.
Your part is to rest, knowing that your vine will produce everything.
Amen.
Balikan po natin yung example din ni Kuya Con. Si Kuya Con po, pwede po siyang tumayo rito. Pag tayo ni Kuya Con dito, siguro umiisip siya ng paano po i-stir up lahat ng tao. Ano ba mga ginagawa ng mga nakikita ko mga worship leader. You know what, that branch is becoming like a vine kapag yun ang ginagawa niya. Kaya inisip ko, ano ba mga dapat ko sabihin para sila ma-stir up? Ano ba mga kailangan ko sabihin para sila ay, tapos kapag nagpakawit siya para hindi masyadong naka-involve yung tao, sabihin, ano ba pwedeng gawin? You know what, that branch is morphing into a vine. The answer ni Lord is this, is stay as a branch. Kung sakali wala ka nakikitang prutas, it is not the job ng branch mag-produce ng prutas. The job ng branch is this, Lord, walang prutas. Lord, hindi sila tama ba Kuya Con, nararanasan mo, hindi sila nagtataas ng kamay. Yung nakakahiya naman, sa kanta, yung kanta ang saya-saya, hindi sumasayaw. It's not the job ng branch mag-isip ng mga bagay-bagay paano i-produce. The only attitude ng branch is this, Lord, I just received your blessings and worship services. The only attitude ng branch is to remain cool, to remain rested, to remain, Lord Jesus, hindi ko pipilitin na mag-produce ng something. It's you. Kapag wala ikaw ay nasa work, tapos yung work mo, kailangan ng something na ipoproduce. Yes, you do ano yung na-assign sa iyo, pero ano po yun yung, ewan ko kung naranasan nyo na to, may presentation ka kinabukasan na hindi ka makatulog sa gabi kasi sa gabi, pagdating sa gabi, iniisip mo, gusto mo, Lord, gusto ko lahat ng holes, lahat ng pwedeng tanongin, matanong ko lang ngayon pa lang. Kaya hindi ka matutulog kasi ipe-prepare mo yung sarili mo. You know what? That branch is becoming a vine. Sabi ng Bible is this, the favor that you need for tomorrow, kaya hindi mo maisip ngayon kasi wala pa. Sabi ng Bible is this, for tomorrow will worry for its own thing. Yung favor para tomorrow, naka-reserve pa sa bukas. Hintay mo muna magbukas. Pagdating ng bukas, saka darating yung kailangan mo para sa bukas. Para ngayon, isipin mo, alam ko yung, I am not teaching this today, na parang sabihin ko po na nandun ako, ito yung mga anak pa lang yung asawa ko, napakadami na namin worry, especially po ako, alam niyo po yung mga napakasimpleng worry, ito po yung mga worry po namin. Ano po yung worry ko na yung anak ko po, bago lumabas yung aking bunso ngayon, yung anak ko na si David, 3 years old, nag-breastfeed pa rin sa nanay. Kahit anong gawin po namin na pag-win off dun sa kanya, ayaw niya. At isa po namin problema is this, problema namin, every time hindi makatulog si David nang hindi katabi yung mami niya. Kaya nga po, ang naging problem namin, buntis na po yung wife ko, 9 months na siyang buntis. Tapos si David kasi nakatabi sa kanya, sumisipa, tumutuhod. Alam niyo po yung in the middle ng night, iiyak yung asawa ko, aray, Darby, ang sakit talaga, nasipa yung baby. So, alam niyo po yung mga part ng worry ko, Lord, ano na yan, pagdating yung baby. So, ginawa po namin what we do, this branch, this mighty branch, ano mighty branch na to? Became a vine. Nag-research po ako sa internet, kung ano mga pwedeng gawin, the winning formula para yung bata ma-win off. Maybe nag-try kami ng ibang mga, nag-try kami na patutulugin si Bidbid, mga strategy. Nag-try po kami para yung para si Bidbid masanay, hindi na sa asawa ko, kundi sa akin. Alam po kung anong result? Sa galing po ng branch na to, alam po kung anong nangyari? Nothing. On the very eve, ito po, ganito po kalala, on the very eve, bibiyakin na po si Lira kinabukasan. Nandun na siya sa, gown na siya, nakahiga na siya dun sa bed. Si David po, na nandun ako sa inflatable bed, nasa akin siya, tumayo, pumunta dun sa nanay niya, pumunta dun sa bed, tinaas yung kanyang gown, dumede at natulog. Ang ganda nung resulta ng effort ko. Grabe. Ang dami kong research. Wow! All to provision. All because the branch tried to become the vine. Yun po yung worry namin. That was the night before. And you know po, true enough, when the Lord said that I am the vine, everything you need is in me. Just want you to relax, to be cool, to be restful, to receive. Pero po yun yung, I thank God that in the midst ko nun, the Lord is already speaking sa akin. Ano po yung, the next day, kinuha na po si Lira, iniyak na po siya, nagbukas na po si Paul. Ano po yung, that same night, nag-worry na yung heart ko. Ito naman yung gabi na to. Anong gagawin kong pakulo para yung anak ko ay mapatulog ko? Then po si Bidbid mismo nagsabi, out of nowhere, tabi ako, Daddy, kasi Mami may suka. And then akala ko po it was just a freak accident. The next night, katabi ko na naman, the next night, katabi ko na naman, the next night, katabi ko na naman. Even ngayon po ngayon, nakahiwalay si Lira sa amin, katabi ko siya matulog. Then sumunod, yung problem namin sa pagdede. Ginawa ng aking anak, sorry my darling love, just would like to share this for the people. Yung ginawa po ng aking anak, he tried dumede. Pagdede niya, dede siya, biglang after 1 second, bitaw. Ayaw, asim! What I mean po kasi is yung taste po kasi ng breast milk para po sa newborn is different sa taste niya. And after nun, kahit anong pilit namin, dalhin siya dun sa wife ko, ayaw niya. You know what happened? My vine worked on my behalf. Ayun po ngayon, looking back, ang aking left na lang is, rest na lang ako. Research. Okay. If only I have accepted my part na I am a branch. If only in the midst ng may worry, sinabi ko dun sa worry, you know what worry? I am just a branch. Kahit anong kausap mo sa akin to produce, wala akong maipo-produce. I am a branch. Magreklamo ka sa vine. If only during that time, I laid back and said, Lord, my vine, you are needed, not me. Kaya po sabi ng Bible is this, your only job, your only position, your only requirement to remain as a branch. Pwede yung ibig sabihin ba nito, I would be lazy? No, what I'm saying is this, you do the things that you need to do. But you do it in a sense na hindi mo feeling na pag hindi mo siya ginawa, walang mangyayari. You do what is needed of you, pero you have this deep inside, you have this prayer, Lord, kahit anong gawin kong trabaho, I know it will not produce results. So sabi sa verse 4, balikan natin, sabi, Lord God, I can never bear fruit by myself. Lord Jesus, itong ginagawa ko ngayon, Lord, it's just what is natural to do, but my vine, I am trusting you to produce the result that needs to be done. May sakit yung anak mo, sabi ng doktor, ano yun? Painumin ito, dalhin sa ganito, gawin sa ganyan. You know what? Do them. As a responsible parent, do them. Pero don't trust in them. Na you do them, Lord, I just do this because ito yung sinabi. Pero Lord, the source is you. Hallelujah. Because even my child is just a branch. And his father, her father, is also a branch. Anak, branch lang tayo pareho. Pag nag-iskis na tayo, magkakapoy. Anak, tinatalaga kita sa bahay. Yun po, nung may sakit po yung aking anak, alam niyo po yung, I am just so amazed nung lumabas po yung aking bunso. Kasi po sabay-sabay nagkasakit. Nagkasakit si David at may lagnat si Ruth. Nung pina-check up po namin si Ruth, may viral attack daw po si Ruth. Hindi nasabi nung peri kung ano, pero for 1 week may sakit si Ruth. Ano ba yun? Nag-worry na naman ako ulit. Kasi po I have this newborn, this 1 week old. Tapos yung isang kapatid may bacterial attack. Yung isang kapatid may viral attack. Lord, nuclear attack. Ayun, lahat na lang ng attack nandito na sa amin. Welcome na lang lahat. Ano ba yun yung, but I am so thankful. Ano ba yun, we were doing the medicine that needs to be done. Pero the Lord led us sa communion. Ano ba yun yung, nakita ko ni Grace na witness to one night. Ano ba yung one night? Dito yung aking, si David, 3-year-old. Tapos dito yung aking panganay, nakaluhod pareho. Tapos binibreak ko yung pita bread. Tapos break ko ng pita bread. Ano yung sinasabi ko, anak, we are taking the medicines na kailangan natin, but I want you to know. Even yung 3-year-old, pinipreacher ko, preacher eh. Anak, alam mo na ba salvation? Preach, illustration? Ano yung, I was saying, anak, you know what, we are taking the medicines that we need, but our health, our healing is from Jesus. I gave them the bread, I gave sa isang anak ng bread, tapos kinain namin, I'm just surprised pag yung anak ko na may lagnat si Booth, pag take niya ng bread, suddenly sabi niya, Mommy, Daddy, I feel light. Tapos the next day, yung si David, nung gabi, Daddy, hindi ba tayo kakain Jesus medicine? So, it's our vine. Ano yun yung, if you can only remember to remain as a branch. And instead of worrying a lot of things, you have your vine who is responsible for you. Your only part is to remain, stay as a branch. Ganun yung may kapalit ko. Branch daw. Kanina po, I was declaring sa atin the year of Jubilee. Sakali po magkakaroon kayo ng tanong, Pastor Tim, paano ba namin ma-experience ang year ng Jubilee? Merong binigay sa Bible. And ang laki po ng kinalaman sa pinag-aaralan natin ngayon. So, basahin po natin. Sa Leviticus, let's turn to Leviticus. Are you learning something for today, mga kapatid? Leviticus 25, verse 8, sabi po dito is this, and you shall count 7 Sabbaths of years for yourself, 7 times 7 years, so that's 49 years, And the time of the seventh Sabbath of years shall be to you 49 years. Verse 9. Then you shall cause the trumpet of the Jubilee to sound on the 10th day of the 7th month. Ito na po yung 50th year. On the Day of Atonement. Alright, pwede po sabihin natin sabay-sabay, Day of Atonement. Alright, so yun na pong year ng Jubilee. Na kanina po, diba, ewan ko kung naalala niyo po, sinabi ko po, the year of Jubilee means being set free from fear, set free from many bondages, set free from your situation, from sa mga utang. Alright? Anong kinalaman nito sa bike? Hold your horses. Alright? Pag-uusap natin mamaya. Pero, right now, just like to talk about Jubilee. Sabi daw po dito, the Jubilee daw po is always celebrated sa 50th year on the Day of Pentecost. Day of Atonement. Alright? Now, here's the wonderful part. Alam niyo po ba na may pinagagawa si Lord sa Day ng Atonement? Especially this 50th year. Would you like to know? Right? Would you like to know the key para malaman niyo kung how you allow the Jubilee na mag-flow sa buhay? Sino po ito gusto mag-flow yung year ng Jubilee sa inyo today? Yung year na wala ka ng utang. Yung year na wala nang pahirap sa buhay mo. Yung year na wala nang broken-hearted. Alright? Ano niyo po, pwede ko na rin sabihin, sino po sa inyo rito yung maranasan, the divine life to flow sa iyo? Kasi magkadugtong po ito. What? Sabi ko rin is this, nagbigay si Lord, if you want to experience the year of Jubilee, you want to celebrate the year of Jubilee, do it on the Day of Atonement. And on the Day of Atonement, ito ang pinagagawa ni Lord. So, ito po yung key. Are you ready? Are you ready to do kung ano po yung pinagagawa ni Lord so that we can experience the year of Jubilee? Amen. Sabi mo sa verse 28, is this. Leviticus 23, verse 28, ito po yung sa Day ng Atonement. You shall do no work on that same day. The key para po ma-experience mo ang Jubilee, the key para ma-experience mo the Lord as your vine is this. You shall do no work on that same day. For it is the Day of Atonement to make atonement for you before the Lord your God. For any person who is not afflicted in soul on that same day shall be cut off from his people, and any person who does any work, that person I will destroy. Ay, ito. Kung ngayon daw year ng Jubilee, kayo daw ay nagtatrabaho, please huwag po kayo matakot. Panahon po ng law, pinapakita lang po ni Lord yung kanyang importance. I want you on the year ng Jubilee, you do no work. Okay? So, sabi po, any person who does any work on the same day, that person I will destroy from among his people. You shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. It shall be a Sabbath of solemn rest. And you shall, ano daw po? Now, this word, pwede mo basahin sabay-sabay ulit. 1, 2, 3, go. It shall be to you a Sabbath of rest. Alright? Wala po yung solemn po yan. Wala po yan sa original translation. Sabi, it is a Sabbath of rest. Now, here's the curious thing. Pagkasabi ni Lord na, it shall be to you a Sabbath of rest, bilang dinugtungan, as you rest, you shall afflict your souls. The Lord is saying something. Every time you rest, galit sa'yo yung mind mo, emotion mo, will mo, dahil nakaka-afflict siya. You are so accustomed to move, to do, to work. Kapag ikaw daw ay nagre-rest, ina-afflict mo yung soul mo. Now please, I need to state this. This is very important. I am not saying, gagayahin ko si Pastor Prince dito, I am not saying na you resign from your work. Kasi sabi ko nito, kapag year ng Jubilee, do no work, hindi ko po sinasabi na we become lazy. So sinabi ko si Pastor Prince, sabi ni Pastor Prince is this is the year ng Jubilee, not the year of stupidity. Hindi po tayo pinagre-resign. What the Lord is saying is this rest, this no work na sinasabi sa ni Lord is the spiritual state wherein the Lord is saying na Rest from your stress. Rest from your anxiousness. Rest from striving. Rest na pag may problema ka sa anak mo, na lagi iniisip, paano maayos yung anak mo? Rest from that. Rest na po, ganito ka makukuha yung pagkain na sa makukuha niya. Rest from that. When the devil comes to you and say, anong gagawin mo dyan sa problemang yan? You go and say, you know what, devil? I am a branch. My vine is working for me. The battle is the Lord's.
Amen.
When someone says, hindi pwede, napaka-irresponsible naman yan, na hindi mo inaayos yung problema na yan, you say to that person, to that voice, you know what? I am doing something. Anong ginagawa mo? Nothing. Anong ginagawa mo? Relaxing. Anong ginagawa mo? Staying as a branch. Relax, brother. When the voice of accusation comes and say, no, kailangan may gawin ka. You know what? Answered him with this song. Sing unto the Lord, make a joyful sound, lift your voices, and let your praise resound. Sing a victory song in the time of war. I trust in Jesus, the battle is the Lord's. Hindi ko pwedeng mapitsira. You know what po? This year, of the year of Jubilee, this year, when the Lord is saying that you have your vine, you are the branch. You know what? This year is the year you rest from your strivings. You rest na parang feeling mo, ikaw yung magpo-produce. There's something na kailangan mong gawin to produce. This is the time you rest. Lord Jesus, I leave everything to you today. You are my vine. You are my supply. You are my source. Lord Jesus, I rest. You go to your work, you go to your business, tapos maggawa mo sa business mo, you do the things that is required of you as a responsible person. Pero you know what? Habang ginagawa mo siya, oh Lord, hindi ito ang magpo-produce ng salvation sa buhay ko. Lord, ginagawa ko to kasi kailangan ko lang may gawin. Kasi pag hindi ako gumawa, na-atrophy yung muscles. Pag hindi ko to ginawa, I am born to move, I am born to work. Mga kapatid, I would like to say, you are never called na matulog lang sa bahay, watch TV. No, you are called to move. We are created by Christ Jesus to work, to move. Pero you know what? As you move, as you work, ipag-usap ka sa tao, you say this, Lord, the fruit belongs to you. Lord, kayo ang magbibigay ng result. Itong ginagawa kong to is not the one that will produce the result. I am just doing this for the sake of doing this. Pero Lord, I am doing this for the glory of you. Pero Lord, my source, my income, my success, yung pagkawala ko pagkawala ko sa utang, belongs to you. You are my vine. The battle is the Lord's. Pag may kapatid ka na nangyari, kapatid, balitahan ko, may problema ka sa anak mo, napaka-rebelde, anong ginagawa mo? Wala, ito, nakatrust kay Lord. May vine ako. The battle is the Lord's. Kaya, hindi mo ba napansin? Nagda-drugs na siya ngayon, hayaan mo siyang mahay. Pero habang nahay siya, he'll go to heaven. And as he sees, hindi mo ba nakita palala. My God, my vine, His hands is bigger than mine. If He does not move, what can I do? Hindi kapatid, kailangan may gawin na tayo. Kausapin natin siya. Ikaw, kausapin mo. Gusto mo, pero my vine is the one talking to him. I leave the result to my vine. Because this year is my Jubilee year. I am called by God to do no customary work. Okay lang ba yan? Wala kang ginagawa. I am afflicting my soul. My mind wants to do something. My emotions wants to react. Pero since sabi ni Lord, it's Jubilee year, I am afflicting my soul. Samahan mo ako, relax, brother. Relax, sister. You have your vine. Why would you produce something? Ito po yung problem. Here's where I would like to go. Alam niyo po ba na of all the animals na inahilin tulad ni Lord sa atin, alam niyo po kung saan tayo inahilin tulad? Sa sheep. At yung pong sheep, the number one characteristic ng sheep, wala siyang intelligence, Wala siyang defense mechanism. Ang panlaban lang po niya sa lahat ng danger, cuteness. At kung meron mo pong number one na personality ang sheep, yung bobo, kasi po talaga pag nakita niya yung isang sheep, nalaglag, susunod. Nakikita na po namin yun. Alam mo yun, yung ganun po talaga ang sheep. They're as dumb as that. And alam mo yun, hindi po nalulus. Na sa atin po, kaya po tayo inalihin tulad ni Lord sa sheep. Yung, alam niyo po yun, yung parang ganun sabi ni Lord, anak, tumigil ka na sa paggawa kasi wala naman napupunta yung gawa ko. Remember niyo po yung testimony ko na pag-research, pagka-try na gawin ko. Pero alam niyo po, kasi tayo sheep eh. Kahit gumawa ka, nasira, gagawin mo next day, gagawin ulit, isira ulit, gagawin, ano ba, kung tawag po doon? If you repeat the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different result, tawag po doon, anxiety, forgive me for the word, stupidity, foolishness, sheep nga tayo. Alam mo yan yung gawa ng gawa, gawa ng gawa, gawa ng gawa, wala naman nangyayari, gawa pa rin ng gawa, gawa pa rin ng gawa. But they're saying, anak, please stop. I want you to see that your hand is never big enough to hold your problem in the first place. Now what I want you to know is this. You as a branch only needs to remain to your vine, and the vine has hands that is bigger than all the world's problem combined. And your only part is to let go and say, Lord Jesus, my vine, I trust you to bring the result that I need, the fruit that I need. And Lord Jesus, I'll just step out of the world, do the things you did unto me, trusting my vine is working in my way. Maliwanag ko ba? I would like to end po by reading itong verse na to. So John chapter 15 verse 5. Pwede mo ba pasahin sabay-sabay? 1, 2, 3, go. I am the vine, you are the branches. He who abides in me, and I in him, bears much fruit. For without me, I would like to leave for all of us in this message today that we are so dependent sa vine. And the Bible declared, without Jesus, can do nothing. Even yung akala po nyo na strength ninyo, if truth will be told, the Lord is the one handling. For example, parang feeling mo strong ka sa math. Ano ko yung anak ko, nag-enjoy siya. Parang one time, sabi niya sa akin, meron mo kami exam, tapos mag-review kami. Sabi niya, Daddy, huwag na tayo masyadong mag-review. Kasi, sabi niya, nag-review kami sa Pilipino, hirap na sa Pilipino. Kasi po medyo tagilid yung dila, sanay po siya sa English. Tapos alam niyo po yan yung, sabi niya, Dad, sa busy siya. Yung, last na natin yan, Dad. Tapos 30 minutes lang, reviewin natin. So, yun po ginawa namin. Tapos even yung prayer namin, pagdating ng prayer namin, sabi ng anak ko, Dad, pag-pray mo yung Pilipino ko, how about the math? It's okay. Yung, napatunayan ko na, that is my strength. Totoo naman po, for the previous days, previous years, nakita niyo yung strength at excellence niya sa math. Pero niyo po yun, nami-miss namin yung part na siya strong sa math dahil si Lord nakahawak sa kanya. You know what the Lord did? That test, nilift up the Lord yung hand niya. Pag-uwi, maiyak-iyak, ang daming mali sa math. At kung sino pa yung hirap na hirap sa Pilipino, na perfect. But the Lord is saying, anak, yung pinagayabang mo na strength, akala mo galit sa'yo, it's not. It's also by your vine. It's just so naturally, supernatural sa'yo na nag-work na lang siya even without ng pahintulot mo. But if truth be told, the Lord lifts His hand sa'yo, yung strength na pinagmamalaki mo, wala. If you can only view your life, that even your strength is not your strength. My strength, Lord, only comes from you. Especially now in my weakness. In my weakness, I cannot do this. I need you, my vine. Imagine your life, that you would flow in the vine life that the Lord has provided for you. Amen? What is our lesson for today? Stay as a branch. Never do the work ng vine. Never assume the responsibility ng vine. The Bible is declaring sa iyo, enjoy your being a branch. Alam niyo po mga kapatid, there's nothing more restful than to be a branch. Nothing more wonderful than to be a branch. Nothing more, tingin pa sa'yo mga kapatid, nothing more humbling. Pagka kumari, may binigay sa yung project, and you would say, deep in yourself lang, kasi hindi ka maintindihan ng boss mo. Pag sinabi mo, boss, branch lang ako. Right? Pag magkaroon ng requirement sa'yo, you say, as you receive, Lord, in and of myself, I cannot do anything. Sabi sa Bible, John 15 verse 5, I can do nothing. My vine, I need you. Work in me, work in my imagination, work in my thoughts, work in my hand, work in my, even the inspiration I need para masimulan to, I need you, Lord. I am helplessly attached to you. Without you, I cannot even lift a finger. And you know what will happen? The vine, the result that only Jesus can provide will flow sa'yo. Ano pong mas gusto ninyo? Pagpasa mo nung requirement, resulta ng tao o resulta na galing kay Lord? Pag ang resulta galing kay Lord, no man can ever back it up. Pag ang resulta ng galing kay Lord, pag ang healing mo hindi galing sa medicine, hindi galing sa pagda-diet mo, hindi galing sa pagpipigil mo, pero when your healing, your health, your fitness comes from the Lord, patay na lahat ng nagra-running, nagmamarathon, punaga pa. I have experience, marami yung na po ako nakita na wala pong kasama sa mga running. Gusto ko rin po gitry yan sa panaginip and by faith. Pero I have experienced a lot ng dami nagra-run, tapos bila nila mamamatay. Because you know what, the Lord is proving something. It's not in the running that brings good health. It is Jesus, your body. Pero please run, you will feel good. Alright, do running for the sake na it feels good. Do running na parang feeling, kasi I just want to do this. Pero never base yung fitness mo, yung health mo because of those things. You say, Lord Jesus, it is you, my source. Hallelujah? May we give the best clap offering to our Jesus. Can you stand? As we end for today, pwede ba makasabing mo yung katabi mo, sabihin mo sa kanya, kapatid, ito na yung panahon, titigilan na natin maging fine. Hallelujah. Pwede ba sabihin mo sa kanya, in the most respectful way, na hindi parang pangungutya, pwede mo sabihin sa kanya, kapatid, tanggapin mo your role. You are a branch. Kahit pa ikaw yung padre de pamilya ng buhay ninyo, ng bahay ninyo, you are a branch. Kapag ikaw yung provider ng family ninyo, you know what? It's good to say, you are a branch. Our source and everything belongs. Can I ask you po, mga kapatid, can we lift up our hands towards the Lord today? Can we lift up both hands? Para God, sabi niyo po sa Bible na the lifting of hands, Lord God, symbolizes surrender. Symbolizes, Lord God, na kami po ay nag-a-agree. Lord, today, this morning, in light ng message niyo po sa amin, na you are our vine. Sinusuko namin every effort, every part on us na nag-stress, nagpapaka-anxious, nagpapakahirap to produce anything sa buhay na ito. And Lord, as we lift up our hands today, we are acknowledging that we are just a branch. And Lord God, we are made to abide in the vine. We are made to trust you. Lord, right now, as we lift up our hands, Lord, dinadala namin lahat ng problema na meron kami sa aming mga pamilya, problema sa aming trabaho, problema sa aming mga sarili. Lord, right now, for the longest time, we have been working. We are the ones moving, striving. Right now, Lord, we offer to you our strength. We offer to you everything that we see in ourselves, the strong. And right now, as we lift up our hands, we say, in and of ourselves, we are nothing. We cannot produce anything without you. And right now, Lord, as we lift up our hands, Lord God, we are attaching ourselves to you, our vine. We are declaring that you are the source of our everything, the source of our strength. Lord God, sa mga mga magulang na may problema sa kanilang mga anak, Lord, right now we are declaring that you, our vine, is working on our behalf to bring restoration into our lives, to bring someone who was lost, so that they can be found again, because by you, everything is possible. Father God, we offer to you our business, we offer to you our work. Lord God, na sila na nagbibigay sa amin ng sustenance. Lord God, right now we declare na because of this revelation of you being our true vine, we now see a healthy revelation na Lord God, hindi ito ang nagbibigay sa amin ng sustento, but you. Lord God, we declare tomorrow, kung sakali kami ay pupunta sa aming mga trabaho, we're going to step there, no longer having this mindset na kailangan namin itong trabaho na to. But Lord God, we would step in this work tomorrow, Monday, declaring, Lord, na itong trabaho to, bigay mo in the first place para ma-enjoy namin. But it is by no means our only source. And we are declaring that our job is never our sustenance. Our sustenance is you. We are declaring, Lord, na our happiness, our joy, our strength, our enthusiasm, our inspiration, our self-control, our love, our joy, our everything is never because of us, but because of you. As we lift up our hands, we just receive. Come on, church, receive everything you need from the Lord today. Kung sakali may problema ka sa trabaho, receive His solution. Huwag mo nang paghihirapan how to get out of it. Come on, just simply receive. My vine, I receive from you the answer, favor sa aking boss. Sakaling meron kang falling off sa iyong anak, right now, just receive, Lord, ikaw ang bahala mag-restore ng relationship namin. Lord, it is you who changed the heart, my vine. And Lord, at this year of Jubilee, I would like to make this promise na I will do no customary work. No work, Lord. No work in the sense, Lord, na tinitigil ko na yung pagiging anxious, tinitigil ko na yung pagiging pag-strive, tinitigil ko na lahat-lahat. Because today, I declare, the battle belongs to the Lord. Come on, church, can we declare it? The